Welcome, folks. This is Sherman Ray, and this is Livin in Vegas, the podcast. I almost lost track of time, folks. I really did. It was just, this is kind of crazy that oh, there we go. Oh, we got everything back together. Okay. I lost track of time. I was looking at something and just almost lost track of time. Well, happy day after Thanksgiving. I hope everybody is cool. Hope everybody got what they wanted for Christmas time. I know I did. Kids were over, had a good time, and ate a lot of turkey, that kind of stuff. So, well, welcome, Henny. But if you this is your first time coming to the show, my name's Sherman Ray. I am the host of the show, the publisher of Livin in Vegas magazine. Speaking of the magazine, we'll talk about that in a second. But we come to you Monday and through Friday, about 8:30 in the morning to about 9 o'clock. And today we were actually there at 8:30. I just happened to look at my clock and said, "Oh shoot, get this show on the road." I guess. But thanks and welcome to the show, folks. And we just hope everybody had a great Christmas. I know, pretty good. So I know some of you are looking at my new glasses, right? Yeah, there are some people that are very perceptive. I did get new glasses. As a matter of fact, I'm so new that they're actually really dirty, and boy, these are terrible. But here I'm gonna clean these off just a second, folks. I've got to because I really can't see. This is like terrible. Um, and I apologize for cleaning off my spectacles here in front of you, but I have to. So let's do some housekeeping while I'm cleaning off my glasses. For those of you, this might be your first time. We actually do produce a magazine, and it's called Livin in Vegas magazine. It's coming out pretty quick, in about another week. I mean, literally like another week. It's out. Today is pretty much deadline day. We're going to be buttoning up the last minute stuff, and we've been getting a lot of requests. I mean, a lot of requests lately about the magazine and about the party that we're going to be having for it, which is in about 2 weeks. So the launch party is so the magazine will come out in about a week. The launch party will happen in about 2 weeks from now, and that'll be over at the Foundation Room, high atop of the Mandalay Bay Casino. And so we want to invite everybody out to that event. The only way you're really going to get to it though is you really have to have you have to have an invitation. And right above me, if you're on our Facebook group page, is the invitation for that. Literally, I think I've got a couple of dozen. That's a couple of dozen tickets left. Really, I mean, I told everybody, I kept telling everybody, look, don't wait, don't wait, don't wait. And once they're all sold out, they're done. And I can't allow any more people in because what'll happen is we'll get in big trouble from the folks at Mandalay Bay. And so we're encouraging you, if you have not signed up for the event, please sign up today. Okay, don't wait. Right above me, there is on our Facebook group page. There's actually a link. Go to Eventbrite. Sign up today. Get it out of the way. Only sign up one per person. Okay, the guy at the door at the bottom of the Foundation Room over at Mandalay Bay is going to check your name. Okay, and if your name is not on there, not your wife's name, okay, not your honey's name, but your name has to be on there. That's the only way you're going to get up there. Okay, and we've been trying to tell people, don't sign up 3 and 4 times. Okay, don't do that. Okay, one name, one email address, one person. I've got to have your name because we're going to be contacting people. Because I had a couple of people who signed up, like 3 people. Can't do that. That's January 15th, and so right above me, you can do that, folks. Or there's some of you. Oh, so much better. I can actually see my new glasses. I know. Some of you are looking. You're going, sure, they look like your old glasses. Well, they are just like my old glasses. I like this style. If you, excuse me, I've been doing that all night long. If you would like me to sign you up, and I can do that, and just for a few people, just send me an email. Send me an email to livininvegasmag@gmail.com. livininvegasmag@gmail.com. I will sign you up for you. Okay, just send me an email. Or if you'd like a digital copy of the magazine, hey, send me an email. We'll get that out in your name. We'll get that out to you, which is great. Um, so, yeah, and that'll work. So, but once again, you have to sign up. Just don't wait. Right above me, okay, right above me here on our Facebook group page, there is an invite. It's the post above me. Just go to that Eventbrite page. Sign up today. Matter of fact, don't do it right now. Wait till we're done with the show, then you can do it. Okay, because I want you to hear all of the cool stuff we're going to talk about. So, we've got. So, what do we want to talk about today? We're going to talk about a birthday. We're going to talk about the wrap up of the year because some people left us this year. Um, what else? We're going to talk about the Raiders a little bit because the Raiders were actually in the news this weekend. I hope that some of you were able to watch the game. I know I did, and we're going to talk about a few more features that we're going to be doing coming up in the new year. So, what do we want to start with? Oh, let's start with the story. Flamingo Hotel. So the Flamingo Hotel, for those of you who have been around for a long, long time, Flamingo Hotel is like almost at the corner, Las Vegas Boulevard and Flamingo. I know. They're celebrating their 75th anniversary. So that was yesterday. They actually celebrated their 75th anniversary. I've been around long enough to know and to have seen this place a long, long time ago, before it was the Flamingo, before it was the Hilton, it was Flamingo Hilton, all that other stuff. It's one of the oldest hotels on the Las Vegas Strip, and it's celebrating a major milestone. Benjamin Bugsy Siegel and business partner Meyer Lansky first opened the doors of the iconic property in 46. Okay, December 26, 1946, the duo arguably created the first resort-style hotel on the Strip and forever changed Las Vegas. As part of the resort's 75th festivities, the property will honor its team members with 75 days of appreciation. That should actually be very cool. According to the Flamingo, the resort is especially proud to honor its long-standing team members, including the following. And they actually have a list of people. We'll actually link to this article, and you'll actually be able to see it. But just to name a few people, Pete Landaz, James Beats, he's a kitchen worker, Alvin Lyons, and many, many more, which is very cool. I remember the days. So how many of you remember the days when you used to be able to drive right up to the casinos? The old Dunes Hotel, which now the Bellagio is in that space now. You used to be able to drive right up to it because behind it used to be a golf course. So right above the where the I-15 is at, between the I-15 and the Bellagio, there used to be a golf course all the way back behind the Flamingo. But that used to be the Dunes Hotel in those days. But you used to be able to drive your car right up to the front doors, park your car there. And I remember that as a teenager because I was driving then, and getting out of my car and getting right up to the front door of the Dunes Hotel. I know. So congratulations to the Flamingo. We will actually link to this because that's pretty cool. I mean, it's a cool story. 75 years. And no, I'm not 75 years old, guys. So don't worry about that. 75 years that they've been around, and that's very, very cool. How many of you are wondering where to get rid of your Christmas trees? Hopefully, many of you put up trees this year. And now those trees are starting to, they're going to start looking pretty old and faded here pretty soon. And you're going to want to know where to get rid of those trees. So it's already begun. There are more than 30 locations where you can drop off your tree anytime from the 26th through January 15th. Okay? So between now and basically the launch party for the Livin in Vegas magazine, there's about 30 locations. We'll actually put links to these locations because there are quite. Trees are valuable organic material that can be chipped into mulch, keep your parks beautiful year-round, and should be very cool. So we'll actually put links to it. There are locations in Boulder City, North Las Vegas, Henderson. So we will link to this. There's a lot of them. I mean, there's a lot of places in the city of Las Vegas too. And this is a good thing. So many people believe, and there is a difference between the city of Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, The county, okay, there's some differences. And the more you live here and the more you watch this show, the more you'll understand that there are differences to all of those things. And we're going to get you to know that. So, just for those of you who watching the show right now, and you might be on our Facebook business page, um, and I know there's people on that because there are always people on that page, which is really cool. I can answer any of your questions on our group page. Okay, on our group page. I can't answer them on our business page because I'm not on that page. Maybe I'll set up another monitor. I got another monitor right here. Maybe I can set up that to do that too. But if you've been here for any length of time, you know the county of Las Vegas in Southern Nevada begins at Sahara. Sahara going south is county. Sahara going north is the city for a ways. Okay. So, anyways, we'll talk more about that later. I'm sorry, I've got a pillow behind me, and it's really riding up my back here the whole time. So I got to get that out of my back. And some of you are looking at my bike over my shoulder. Yeah, so my bike over my shoulder here, it is up and running. Last Friday, I got a hole in my tire, and the hole I got in my tire was right about 500 yards before I got home. Yeah, I know, about 500 yards before I got home, and so I could feel it getting mushy. It was my front tire too, so it was feeling getting mushy. I was able to make it all the way home because it was raining. It was raining Friday, so many of you know that. And okay, so I wasn't gonna show you this, but I got to show you something, folks. Here, pardon me for a second here. I got to grab this. Okay, I got a. This is my present that my wife got me for Christmas. Okay, my wife knows that I love jokes, and so she got me a Christmas present that I just have to show it to. All right, so many of you have. So I'm gonna get a little closer. So many of you will be able to recognize this guy right here. That's right, his name. So it's John Cleese. And that guy is, he used to be in Monty Python's. So many remember Monty Python, the Holy Grail, all that kind of stuff. I love Monty Python's. Actually, I've got an entire collection of their movies. Yes, I am that guy. Okay? I should put this over here so you'll always see it. I'm going to put it over in this. I'm going to put it back here, as a matter of fact, so you will always see it. And I'll move our logo there, so you'll always see what time it is, and it's just cute. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna put you down right there. Okay, sit back there. All right, cool. Anyway, so thank you, sweetie, for getting me that that just wonderful clock. The Raiders were playing yesterday, you guys. Yes, the Raiders played yesterday. In basically a make it or break it game, and this was like we had to win this game yesterday. Over in the Death Star, this is a big game. Raiders won the game by 3 points or 4 points, 17-13 over the Denver Broncos, our arch nemesis. We were trailing by 6 points at halftime Sunday. Josh Jacobs told the coaches to give him a chance to get into a rhythm, okay, to make up for a lost fumble and to put their trust in his running abilities. They obliged. Jacobs ran for 57 yards on 7 attempts on the Raiders' opening drive of the second half, which went for 75 yards over 9 plays, ended with Peyton Barber's 5-yard TD run that gave Las Vegas the lead for good, 17-13 against our arch nemesis. You have to say it that way. Our arch nemesis, the Denver Broncos. Great game. So literally the Raiders hold their own destiny in their own hands. They really do. This is if we win out, we actually go in. I think we go in as a wild card team. Right now we are. What is our record now? What is it? 7-8? No, we're 8-7. So we're 8-7. So we could win the last of our games. We would end up our season at 10-7, I believe, because there's only a couple more games left. And we've done great. We've done great in our last couple of games. And so that we really hold our own destiny, folks. Can you imagine that? The Raiders win, and we have a team who the first year we get to watch them at the Death Star at Legion Field, and they win out. That's just, I think it's just fantastic. I think we're doing a great job. I'm gonna tilt this just a little bit here. Okay, and so I think we're doing a great job, and you just can't believe it. For those of you, and there's a lot of people who celebrate Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is being celebrated, started yesterday for the next 7 days. African Americans will be celebrating 7 days of holidays meant to celebrate the African American experience. We call that Kwanzaa. So very cool that that's right after Christmas. You know, consecutively or afterwards. Easier to say. That African Americans across the nation have a time to celebrate Kwanzaa, which is very cool. So they were having events here locally, I believe over the West Las Vegas Library, and so always cool. It's always cool that cool things happen like that here in Las Vegas. Now there's the Vegas Golden Knights have a forward, and he's and his name who is this guy? William Carrier. Okay. He's our left wing guy. I didn't put a picture up of him. I just wanted to let you guys know about this. Okay. He actually started his own handyman business, which is, that's pretty cool. In many ways, forward lineup is much like. Okay, I was reading this. So Carrier is the rock of the Golden Knights' fourth line, rarely straying from his role as fourth line wingman. Since the team has existed, he also is an amateur builder and spent summers during the summer building with construction on his home. Okay, and so I guess what he's decided to start his own handyman business. I think it's called Carrier LLC. Is that what the name of it is? I think that's what the name of it is. So a lot of guys, my wife and I were talking about this too. A lot of guys from the VGK have actually started businesses here. Ryan Reeves actually started a brewery here. Pretty cool. Excuse me. I've had this frog in my throat since last night. And so congratulations to Mr. Carrier for doing some cool stuff here. And you can't ask for much more than that. There was a story. I wanted to see this story. Is this it? Oh yes. Okay. So this is a real cool story. This is actually not in Las Vegas, but we actually do have Dinosaur Pits here. This was a perfectly preserved baby dinosaur, and it was discovered curled up inside of its egg. Can you guys see that? I mean, you got to see this. This is actually pretty cool. This is actually the picture of it. An unprecedented fossil of a baby dinosaur curled up perfectly inside of its egg is shedded more light on links between dinosaurs and birds, they say. Okay, it doesn't look like a bird, but they say it is. They claim that this is a 70 million year old fossil of an embryonic skeleton of an, I'm going to screw up the name, Oviraptoroid dinosaur. Okay, they name it baby, and it's Yingling. Okay, oh gosh, he's in a Chinese museum, and so I thought isn't that cool? Can you see that? That's actually pretty cool. I wanted to see that. I wanted to show you that. So we actually have Dinosaur Pits out here in Las Vegas. So and I know I've ridden out there many times. We actually have a couple of areas that you could actually check out. One of the most famous areas, excuse me again, is if you take Durango going north, and you continue Durango, and it goes over the 95, and you just follow it. Just follow Durango all the way north as far as you can go. It will dead end in a dinosaur pit, which is the very last thing. There's nothing else past it. There's no homes. you will actually get to the end of Las Vegas, okay, in a dinosaur pit, and it's a big area. So it would be on the east side of the 95. You can actually see it from the 95, and it would be. You just keep going north on like I said, Durango. Follow Durango. Okay, no matter where you're at in town, just go to Durango, and just follow Durango. Just follow it all the way around, and over the 95, and and then you'll kind of get up there. I ride my bike up there on occasion. From my home, it's about 15 miles, so it's a good ride for me. And then you ride back, it's about 30 miles. So I thought you would. But there's a dinosaur pit over there. There's another fossil pit up Lake Mead. So if you follow Lake Mead going east, once again, as far as you can possibly go, you'll hit Sunrise Mountain. Before you pass Sunrise Mountain on the right-hand side, you'll see a bunch of cars because people go up there and they check out all of the fossils. Isn't that cool? I thought you'd want to know that. The things you get to know on this show, folks, for Livin in Vegas. Excuse me. So there was a lot of people who died. Gosh, I'm going to cancel that. So we had a lot of people who passed away, and we're going to leave a link to this. But we actually had quite a few people who passed away this year here in Las Vegas. And so we're going to leave a link to this. Sheldon Adelson passed away. Siegfried Fischbacher of Siegfried and Roy passed away. Tony Shea, both of the Lees, okay? Mr. Lee and his son both passed away. I mean, a lot of people passed away in Las Vegas. We will leave a link to that story. Sorry, my light, I'm pretty kind of dark on the side of my face. It's because of this light over here. So we're going to leave a link to that. It was a story that was in the Las Vegas Review Journal, and we'll put it up there. So Sheldon Adelson, many of you know, owned the Sands and Sands Corp, and big donor here in town. Did much. Did I say much? Much for the valley. Just tons of stuff. The Lees did a bunch of stuff here in Vegas, and they will be sorted as missed. As a matter of fact, the younger of the Lees passed away like 2 weeks ago, something like that. His dad had not even been gone for like 3 months, and he passed away too. It's just a tragic story. But the families have done some great stuff. But we'll leave a link to that in our paper. On our Facebook page. And I want to let you know before we run out of time. There's been a lot of people who have been asking, do we have a Twitter account? Do we have an Instagram account? Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, we're getting followed by a lot of people, which is really cool. I'm really surprised how many people follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. So we just had our friends over at Speedy Mart. So we want to give a shout out to the folks over at Speedy Mart. And in Speedy Mart, which is very cool, they're in an upcoming article for Livin in Vegas magazine because of their craft beer. Okay? I mean, a lot of craft beer that they do, they probably have more craft beer than you think. Oh, yeah, they do. Speedy Mart. Okay? Keep that in mind. And so we're being followed by people who know that we just love to tell everybody about all the cool things that are going on in Vegas. So if you want to check us out for our Instagram or our Twitter, it's Livin in Vegas. Okay, at Livin in Vegas. Either one of those. That's our Twitter handle. That's our Instagram handle. Is at Livin in Vegas. So same thing as the magazine. And I want to apologize for my. I'm not sick, folks. I really am not. So there was a storm in Vegas. So northern Vegas got just basically whited out, folks. This is actually not the picture of I-80, but overnight, over the weekend, a lot of you knew we had a lot of snow, and literally, so I-80 is up in that Reno, Tahoe area, California line. They got snowed out. I mean, snowed out to the point where I think it's like a 70-mile backup. So 70 miles of I-80 are gone. You're not going to get up there. And so we want to pray for those folks. Because it's funny because you want to have a lot of snow. I mean, you do. You want to have a lot of snow because it's good for snowing and or skiing and all that stuff. But unfortunately, these folks are snowed in. You can't get any cars back there. There's a pile up, whiteout conditions, that kind of stuff. So it just makes it tough. Um, and there was a story. Oh, and all right, I'm going to try to do this from memory. So this is Area 15. So Area 15, why is this so important? So Area 15 is a big warehouse. It's a big interactive building over off of actually between Spring Mountain and like Flamingo area. Okay, just on the west side of I-15. So they do all kinds of interactive stuff there, games, concerts, all kinds of stuff. So many of you remember Burning Man, okay? Or excuse me, yeah, is it Burning Man? Is it Burning Man? I probably screwed up. If I screw up this story, I'm going to be all upset. But what they've decided to do is because they were not able... I've got to find the article now. This is terrible. I got to find the article. Okay, I won't be able to find it. What we'll do is I will actually update this story tomorrow, okay? Because I want to get the story right. Because if I don't, you'll be all upset at me, and people will go, "Sherman, why did you give us bad information when you could have given us good information?" But there's a real cool story about that, and I don't have it in front of me. I found it as I was kind of running around, but it's a cool story, and you're going to want to know about it. So I will let you know about that. Okay, so anyways, before we take off, once again, the magazine coming out January 2022. What magazine is that? It's Livin in Vegas magazine. So our magazine's coming out. We actually have a launch party for it on January 15th, which is 2 weeks afterwards. And it's going to be over at the Foundation Room, high atop Mandalay Bay Casino. You can actually go to that event. Okay, you can. It's free admission to it. I won't buy your drinks, okay, because I'm not rich. But we are going to be. I can get you in. Okay, I got a man. I know a guy. I got a guy. I know a guy. Okay, and but the only way you're going to be able to get into the event is you actually have to register for the event. Right above me, there is a link on our Facebook group page. All you got to do is go to the Eventbrite page. Register one person per email. I need your name, okay? There's going to be a guy at the bottom. I cannot come down 50 floors to say, "Oh, you're in." Okay, I can't do it, folks. There's no way. I'm going to be upstairs partying. Hey, oh, I can do that thing. So I'm going to be upstairs. So I need your name. One person, one name. So if you have two people, I need two people, two email addresses, because that is your way to get in the event. Okay, so right above me, Eventbrite page, just go over, register one person. Okay, seriously, I'm very serious about this because I don't want anybody turned away. Okay, you don't want to start off the year by being turned away. Okay, or once again, you can send me an email personally. Send me an email at livininvegasmag@gmail.com. That's livininvegasmag@gmail.com, and I'll register you. Okay, I will do that. I have no problem doing that. Okay. I'm going to have a busy day today, but I'm going to do that for you because I love you. Okay, heart's beating. I love you, folks. And I want you to be at that event. Okay, so that's Livin in Vegas magazine launch party January 15th. The magazine's actually coming out in about another week. If you would like a digital copy of it free, okay, just send me an email, livininvegasmag@gmail.com, and I will get you a digital copy. Okay, you'll get the digital copy. We've got some great articles there, and you will love it, folks. You will love it. You'll love it all. Anyways, we're out of here, folks. We're out of here. We've run out of time. I'll update some stories. All of this stuff we'll post on our Facebook page, on our website, at livininvegas at livininvegas.com. Livininvegas.com. This has been Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas. Thank you, folks, once again for being a part of the show, and we will talk to you later. Okay, bye bye.